It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Who is it?
It's me.
Oh, it's Mark. Oh, okay, I'll be nice to you.
It's a day late, but I'm still waiting. There's still times that, I don't know, Amazon could show up or someone could show up.
Amazon just came to my house with a couple of new cables for this podcast, which should make it sound no different from the last time we did it. But it's different for me recording it.
Now you hit me with that. Now that makes me feel like, well, then that would be my gift.
A gift? You sent me? No, you didn't send me the cables. I paid for the cables.
No, you're sending me a gift.
What, do you want, a cable? I got extra.
Well, yesterday was National Senior Citizen Day.
So you want to, this is what old people do? It's like, I see you didn't get me a gift for Senior Citizens Day. Yeah, I figure you'll...
Yeah, well, we're not looking for a discount on something. That's the next thing we look for is a gift.
Well, my answer to
and
you
we do look the gift horses in the mouth.
You'll be dead soon. It doesn't matter. You won't be mad at me that long.
Yeah, no. you could stand on this for about 10 years. Yeah. That's all I got.
For the record, Mark is going to outlive me, I think. He's eating healthier.
It's a possibility. It really is a possibility that I could outlast you.
Why, you got a wife who's making you eat good food?
Yes. We eat off of a magazine called Living Well. Mm-hmm. I'm having some kind of Mexican meatball soup. And it's funny because I was married to a Mexican for 20-some years, and never once did she ever surprise me with a meatball soup.
Well, it's currently 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I forgot to eat lunch, so I'm eating a donut right now. And there's some sugar in me, or you're not going to like the things I say.
So how was your week? I did something fun, but what did you do this week?
I've just been. I finished unpacking my my new apartment.
I saw that, and I did see that you had your car parked next to some fancy car.
Yeah, my daughter's boyfriend, he has a classic car dealership, and he ended up getting a car for a client. It is some exotic Aston Martin that they made 10 of that I've never even heard of. It's like a Zora, I think it's called. And it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. The kids just did a video on it. It's The Classic Blake on YouTube if you wish to subscribe to their channel, Mark, or anyone else.
They're beautiful, those cars.
Yeah, that thing was just amazing. I parked my ugly Porsche by it, and then I actually took a picture, and then I sent it to ChatGPT, and I had Cove look at it for me, and then I said, "Hey Cove, do me a favor, roast my car." And
what did it say?
Oh, he roasted. Oh, hold on, I saved it.
Oh, you saved it?
I did.
Okay, good. Well,
so I just literally posted a picture of my little Porsche SUV and my little mom car.
Right.
And hang on, I got to find it. Here it is. So it says, so Cove says, all right, let's dig into this. First off, let's talk about the fact that you bought a Porsche Macan. Congratulations. You've chosen the official car of I really wanted a 911, but my kid's soccer practice said otherwise.
Ouch.
It's the automotive equivalent of wearing a tailored suit with flip-flops. You know you're out of your depth, but you're trying so hard to convince everyone you're still in the game.
Oh man.
My God, I have to go see my therapist after this.
Are you sure you want Cove to replace me? I'd never say anything that ugly.
Yeah, you're much nicer than Cove. Oh, it gets worse. So I have these martini stickers on my car, like an old, 70s Sport. So now Cove goes on to say, where do I even start with this rolling art experiment gone wrong? This car looks like it took a detour into a kindergarten art class and then crashed into a paint factory on the way out.
Oh, my.
He said, who do you think you're fooling with the martini stripes? That livery is for something that's actually belonging on a racetrack, not a grocery run on Saturday. It's like putting a fighter jet decal on a commercial airliner. Completely out of place and mildly embarrassing. The only racing your car is going to do is sitting at the nearest Starbucks.
Racing it.
Oh my God, it just gets. And let's not overlook the fact that this Porsche is actually a glorified Volkswagen with a Porsche badge slapped on it. You're essentially driving around in an overpriced, overhyped Golf with a slightly better interior. But
Oy.
hey, at least you can tell people I drive a Porsche, right? And that's important to you. Fucking Cove, man. What a dick.
He's hateful.
He is. So I had him roast a bunch of my other friends' cars too. So I started taking pictures of my friend's car from social media and sending it. Hey, here's what ChatGPT thinks of your car.
Who was it that said your car looked like an Easter egg next to it or something like that, right?
Something like that. A rolling art experiment. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I would have him read it to you, but it takes too long. It's too embarrassing.
That's crazy. Well, I had a wild weekend.
What'd you do? Wild weekend, Mr. I'm retired?
I went to a white party.
Oh, hey, you trying to get canceled? What are you doing? I don't.
No, you got to wear all white.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think they call it a white linen party.
That sounds better than what you said a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm looking at the invitation now. I go, wait a minute. White linen party. White linen is it's a fun fabric.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever worn white linen.
I live in Florida.
Expensive.
We have a lot of linen in Florida. I have a lot of linen. I think it's still the 90s. So I have linen.
It's very, very expensive.
It's comfortable.
And looks like you just got out of bed, no matter if you just put it on the first time or you've had it on all week.
Yeah, it will definitely wrinkle very quickly.
Yeah. So first, I go to church on Saturday. So Saturday, I'm walking into Bible study at the Baptist church I go to.
All dressed up
and
in
I'm
white.
wearing all white.
Yeah, so you're walking in. Did you have a hat with a feather in it, too? I mean, what?
Thought about it. But I decided to comb my hair instead.
I've been meaning to tell everyone.
You ever see me wearing a hat? I'm not combing.
So what do you tell everybody? I've been pimping for the Lord.
No, what it was, the first words out of his mouth was, "Hey, I can see where you guys are going after church today."
What does that mean?
Because it's the white linen party.
Oh, okay.
Which, by
It's a
the way,
famous thing.
in Louisiana, it could be called a block party, and there could be antique cars. It could be called this one's for the arts, linen party for the arts, downtown. It's all downtown. It could be called anything except for what it is.
It's a white party.
It's a gigantic drunk fest
Oh, yeah.
with rich people.
That sounds fun.
Oh, my goodness. Well, perfect if I drank.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really, because I would have made people mad by then. But, I wouldn't be allowed to go back to them. But
You're not
but
that
yeah,
bad.
it was. No, but I've been known to overstay my welcome, and I've also been known to invite myself to swingers' houses by mistake.
Let's talk about this. This is way more interesting than the white party. Tell me about the swingers' house you went to one time.
Well, it's happened multiple times.
Where did this happen when we were doing mornings?
The last one?
Macon?
No, never in Macon.
Never in Macon.
No, never in Macon. In Mississippi, and a couple of times in Florida.
I was in a band called the Mississippi Swingers. It's not true.
The last one was at, remember when they had that comedy club down on Marco Island?
Yes, vaguely, yes.
Okay. And I went to go host it. And you know how clubs are in radio. They don't want to pay you.
Yeah. Paying
So they
drinks
feed
and
you.
food, yeah.
And they give you drinks, and then they let you come to the show.
That's a
and
long
all you do is go up
drive
there
if you're
say,
drinking and driving.
"Hi." Oh, well, let me tell.
It's a long way home.
So I go, hey, hey, how you doing? I'm Mark Steele from, where was it?
96 K-Rock,
and then, and talking and introducing the comics and stuff like that. I didn't do any shtick or anything. So I'm sitting and they put me at a table with another couple, and, and my ex was with me too. And, of course, it's free. So,
Until it isn't.
What would a person drink? What should a person drink that's trying to represent a company properly? And
I would probably
not get too tore
I'd
up.
probably drink the beer of the largest advertiser. Usually it's Budweiser or some kind of Budweiser product.
Right,
Maybe
and
Miller.
something that, something you won't lose your focus and not have to be asked a few times to come up on stage to do your job and all. Okay, so. No, yeah. Well, no. Stick with my same drug of choice.
Slamming Jaeger shots?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Jaeger,
Good man.
and not only Jaeger shots, but Jaeger in a full rocks glass.
Dude. Oh. It's
A
McCough
rocks glass
medicine
of
is what he
Jaeger.
told people. It's McCough medicine.
It's my nerve medicine.
It's for my nerves.
It's for my nerves.
Mark, you don't sound like you have a cough. Damn right. I need more of this to keep the cough away. And my nerves.
So after a few pops, the guy and his wife say, "Hey, we're right around the corner." I don't know if this is code words. There was nobody had when I seen their house, they didn't have a, what do you call
That's
that
a
thing?
pineapple.
Scrunchie.
Pineapple.
A scrunchie,
Scrunchie,
or a pineapple like in their thing. Then there was no clues.
No loofah.
And after about 2 drinks at the house, conversation comes up about, we're talking about kids and things like that. Because I think my kids are still, because this was, my gosh.
Yeah.
How long have I been going for that radio station?
So your
10
kid,
years?
your kids are probably young. They're probably,
So this is
teenagers.
Yeah, they were
maybe.
probably 5. No, they couldn't have been 5. But they were probably like middle school or maybe
middle school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to middle school, and so are you.
Yeah. So, and next thing you know, guy says, you're extremely attractive. Not to me.
Not to you. Okay.
Because I said, there's not enough Jaeger for that. Trust me.
I don't know,
have to see
man.
myself every day.
We've all drank Jaeger before and made some questionable choices. There may be.
Well, maybe it was me. I don't know. But the bottom line was I thought we were making friends. And next thing you know, it's like, you guys, you want to spend a night since you had a little bit to drink? And
Marco's like 50 miles away from home at that point. like or more. It's way down there. It's like south of Naples, all the way out into the middle of nowhere. That is a lonely
it's halfway
road.
to Miami.
That's a lonely road
On-
from downtown Marco all the way to 41. That's a long drive.
So bottom line was he was like, they were letting us know that I could sleep with her and he could sleep with my ex at the time, and it's like, we said, that sounds interesting, but
okay,
no, we gotta
so
get
you
going.
know what's going on at this point.
I'm pretty dumb, but that was they got.
Well,
to the
I mean,
point
you've
where
been drinking.
They stopped. They stopped dropping hits.
Yeah.
They just came right after it. I just wanted to get out of there as quick as possible.
Did you ever see Raising Arizona? There was a scene in Raising Arizona, same thing.
Exact same thing. I live my life through movies that I never seen.
Yeah, well, write that one down. There's another movie that I want you to write down and go watch, and you never will. Raising Arizona is one of the best 80s movies ever.
I think I've seen it before. Is that with Nicolas Cage? Yeah, I think I have
his boss
seen it.
was a swinger, and then he wanted to swing with him and Ed.
But I don't remember exactly how it all went, but I do remember either knowing about it or seeing pieces of it, or I might have seen
So these
it.
people say L'Amour to you at any time?
No.
Okay.
But it was like they were just such normal looking people. That's the problem with you swingers. You look
Hey,
so
don't
normal.
look at me. I'm not a swinger.
No, I'm just talking to the audience, because I know
okay.
there's somebody out there right now saying, "Don't knock it till you try it," and I'm not. I can't.
I have friends who are swing. I have an ex who may or may not be living that lifestyle. The last I heard, I don't know. I don't have the actual information, but it seems like an adult way to live your life if that's what you're into. If everybody's on the same page, what's the big deal?
I guess so, but to me, it's just not the. I like the.
It's not for you. Yeah. Yes, that's way more exciting.
It is more exciting,
Yeah.
honestly. There's a lot more of more of an exciting
Little danger.
Knowing, you're with somebody strange, right?
Mm-hmm.
But knowing that in the next room, your old lady's taking it 9 ways from Sunday. Yeah, that takes the fun right out of the sale.
Yeah, it's kind of like if your wife came to you and you were like, honey, I'm gonna probably go to the strip club with the boy sign. She's like, oh, fine, have a good time. Don't spend too much money. That would ruin the strip club, wouldn't it?
Oh, big time. And I have friends that do that.
Yeah.
That it's complete. It's like it's a hall pass guaranteed. And I'm not sure what they're up to. I just feel like you got to be up to something if you're allowing that kind of behavior from your husband.
So let's get back to the story here. So you're in the swinger house and they're like, hey,
Yeah,
and
so
you're a
we-
little
so
too
we just-
hammered to drive home. So what do you do?
Yeah, we just kind of bail ourselves out, and we just
You drove home.
with one hand over my right eye,
Oh man.
and just used that left eye. That left eye's got me home.
The
many a-
90s.
And I I want to think it probably scared me a little straight, or at least I know if I blew in a machine, I wouldn't feel that way. But I have left Naples, downtown Naples, where they were giving me not rocks glasses, but the Tom Collins glasses full of Jaeger.
You drank that much? That would kill a horse.
And I like 9 or 10 of them.
Oh, Mark.
And then we got in that. Remember when she had that Sebring?
Yeah.
Convertible?
Yeah, sure.
You don't, do you?
No, I do.
But you're just saying
No,
it.
I do.
Okay, that's okay.
I remember telling you,
But
there's another bad choice car. You bought a Sebring.
Yeah,
convertible.
boy, we're talking about a car that just says, "Hey, I'm a homosexual."
Well, yeah.
You're getting looks at you in your car, but it's not about you or the car. It's about what you're up to.
Couldn't find the right Subaru, so you got one of those.
Yeah, it was that or a Mazda Miata.
Yeah, that's another one.
Or a Volkswagen
Yeah, or,
Bug.
Now it's a Fiat 500. Seriously, write that down. You look at every girl driving a Fiat 500, lesbian, 100% chance.
It's right up there with a Subaru for them.
Yeah, well, they've moved on. They've gotten a little fancier with their little Italian car. Yeah, you're writing that down? Fiat 500? He is. He's writing it down. He's going to start looking.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, Fiat 500, Mark. Write it down. Google it so you know what to look for. It's a little tiny car.
Fiat 500.
Yeah.
Fiat?
Fiat. F-I-A-T.
Fiat.
Yes.
I know. Oh, I've seen that. They look like the Cooper, Mini Cooper,
Yes,
right?
it stands for Fix It Again, Tony. Fiat.
And and they're how are they fitting in those?
I don't know, man. Lesbians are bendy people. What do I know? Oh, no, man. It's a car. You can fit in it.
My daughter's going to kill me.
What? Ask her. She'll know about the Fiats. She will confirm exactly what I just said.
Well, her wife drives a Vet.
Okay.
And a SUV.
Well, yeah, because they don't have to drive Fiats.
But I don't know about that's true.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. I looked at the Subaru Forester. I thought that was like a family type car for families that go camping.
Lesbian families.
I never knew that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Still a family car, or anybody,
Still a family.
or anybody who lives in Vermont or New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That's all bets are off the table then.
Okay, so listen, I got to change the subject here.
What?
I had this brilliant idea. What do you think about this?
I'm skeptical. I'm immediately skeptical.
It's the Erica and Mark. It's Erica and Mark. The phone call Memorial Bridge.
What they're gonna name a bridge?
That's a very big sign.
It's a lot of yeah. If you got to pay by the letter, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, we may have to get that
Scale
down
that
to
down.
Erica and Mark Bridge, or maybe just
You're so creative, Mark.
E&M Bridge.
EMB.
EMB.
Like we have monograms on a hanky.
Believe it or not, this crazy state I live in, right, is giving you a chance to own your own bridge. You can actually the Highway 90 is what.
Oh, not
is,
just name a bridge, like you would own the bridge.
Own
so you
the
got to
bridge,
fix
yes.
the bridge when it breaks.
These bridges have been shut down now for about 2 years for structural issues. They're just old timey bridges, very old timey bridges, and it's all on US 90. So you have to go to these detours, and then you go back to the road again. And US 90 runs. It used to be I-10 back in the day. There's a US 90 that runs along the Panhandle, and then it runs across the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and it comes through Louisiana. That's how you used to get it from state to state. So they have these bridges. Now, the only thing is they want you to do is you can have one. They'll give it to you.
The actual bridge or pieces
and a person
of the bridge?
or an organization. No,
you sure
the
it isn't
whole
just
bridge.
pieces of the bridge?
No, this is the whole bridge so they can preserve the history of the bridges. And you just got to fill out an application. It's that simple.
Oh, yeah.
But once the bridges were deemed to have, because now the bridges are deemed to have historical value, it opens the opportunity for the public to accept and maintain these historic structures so they don't have to tear them down or just throw them away.
Throw away the
And the bridge is absolutely free.
But what do you have to fix it?
Including the cost of removal.
Okay.
But then you got to find some place to put it, and it's got to stay in the state.
So are these
Wait a minute.
these covered bridges? What the hell kind of bridges are these?
Let me see here. I'm gonna.
This could only
Screenshot real
happen
quick.
in Louisiana. No, I just Googled it. I'm on the WDSU webpage.
Oh, okay.
And
say hi to Jim Simon.
how you doing, Jim? If you're listening, love your weather.
He's there.
Thanks for all the hurricanes. It says walking. I don't understand this at all. Why would they want to? Is this to save on demolition costs?
I think so, because I think they're going to just dismantle them and then move them somewhere for you. So I guess this is really for rich people. So you can say you have the bridge in the, and it's just some weird loophole. First, I thought it was where you could have it, but you're going to have to do all the repair.
All right,
to get
Mark,
it working.
I'm going to explain something about the internet. There are a lot of scams on the internet. There are people.
Yeah, but this is a news
there
source.
are
Isn't
people
this
sometimes
valuable?
who will ask you for $35 for commercials or ads on Facebook.
Here I go again with
and you'll just pay them. Mark just ripped his headphones off. He can't even hear me right now, so I'm just going to say Mark's going to fall for these scams more often than he wants to admit while he puts his headphones back together.
I have no idea what you've been saying.
Mark would never fall for anything like that. He's so much smarter than we all think he
You
is.
have a bridge for sale.
Yeah.
So this is, it's just been a big scam?
Yeah, I was talking shit about you the whole time you were trying to fix your headphones. You should know. You'll know by the time you listen to this what was said. Yes.
When I edit this,
you might want to edit this part out.
Leave it as it is. Is it funny?
It's pretty funny. You may as well just leave it.
Okay, I'll leave it in. I don't mind.
You ripping the headphones off of your head really sold it. Really sold it well.
So does this need to be a visual show?
I wish people could see Mark as he leans back in his chair laughing and the headphones just fly off of his head, wires and cables everywhere, and he looks like a man who can't find his medicine. You have something more interesting than you can get a free bridge in Louisiana?
Yes.
Or you have to buy the bridge. What else?
Okay. Do you have time to get on Facebook?
I do. I'm going there right now. I'm on Facebook.
Okay. Very first story, real or AI? Have you seen this?
I have not. I'm going to our.
It's in Portals in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Hold on, Erica and Mark. The phone calls where I'm going.
Yeah,
you got to promote the.
By the way, yeah, we need to promote this thing. Yeah, we have a Facebook page.
Send me $35 and I'll promote it for you.
Erica and Mark, the phone call, and every stories that we talk about, they're up online, and then you can. You can talk to us through Facebook Messenger, or you can even email us, Erica and Mark podcast at gmail.com.
That's pretty long.
Because I once owned the phone call at gmail.com, and then I lost the password, and so I don't own it
Always
anymore.
have a recovery password. We're going to come up and we're going to do an internet health check on you at some point. That's going to be a whole show, is internet health check with Mark. It's going to be like going to the doctors, but worse.
Well, we could start off with how I operate this Macintosh, because I really...
I'm the one who talked him into buying a Mac, for the record.
So far, the only thing I can do so far, and I'm doing it correctly, is I can record my portion of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I can send my portion to... my
your editor
Gmail, and then into the editor, so I know how to do so, but I haven't been able to use it for anything else.
This week I got a whole new board because my old one has to go back into my office that I stole from the office.
Oh, they got an inventory check.
I don't know. I need to take it back. So I got a new board, but this new board does more stuff than the old one that I stole from work does. And I need to figure out how to use it, because it literally just, I bought it from Facebook Marketplace. Now, Facebook Marketplace is a scary place, Mark. Right. Don't ever do what I did. Don't go onto Facebook Marketplace and search for something and then send them a message. Hey, is this still available? And yeah, it is. Well, I'm really interested. Can you bring it to the parking lot at the mall? Which is what we did. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm really close to the mall. So we met over at the parking lot at the agreed time. And, I've got 2 guns with me, and I'm by myself, though, like an idiot, instead of going with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And turns out it was not a scam. There's my new board that we're talking through right now, but I didn't have the right cables. So right before this podcast commenced, Amazon was knocking on my door with some of the cables I ordered, and I'll have it figured out to where we'll be able to play stuff straight from the phone into the computer, and I can probably easily play our old. Yeah. Didn't you hear that? Jeffrey?
No.
Yeah. That's the Jeffrey Dahmer joke hotline bit that we'll play later in the show here today.
Yeah, you could put at the end of your thing there.
Yeah. It's a little bit that we did. We'll talk about that later, though. But
yeah. We'll do it in the third
segment.
Segment.
Yeah,
yes.
this being the second segment for those of you keeping score at home.
Like me.
Yes. It's a mental note for Mark. This show's a mess today. Just a mess. It's because I haven't eaten. This is my fault. I haven't eaten all day.
This is real or AI?
All right.
You see
I
it?
don't see it. No, I'm looking at
Very
the
first picture.
I'm looking at the first picture is a weird facts from. I don't know what the hell this is. Real or AI?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. I had to scroll down. I see it now. Okay, this is a picture of like a
Portals
cloud.
in Chattanooga.
Yeah, portals in
You see
Chattanooga,
this?
Tennessee. That is fake. That is AI.
That's fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way that's
I thought
real.
so.
Oh, you thought so. So you thought like a big portal that's like a big fiery ring in the sky of the mountains of Tennessee is real.
I figure eventually the things that we're not supposed to see is going to be put in our face anyway. That's actually biblical. Anyway, so things will be. That's what Revelations actually means, is revealing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's real or AI, the Bible. That's another
real.
It is definitely. It's real.
Real.
Not sure how real the stories are, but
They're all real.
okay, they're all they are real stories. Yes, you're right about that. We can agree there.
Well,
What else?
I'll-
What else you got? You got any more
What
real or
else?
AI?
No, that was it. I was just kind of curious because I thought that's really a good job, though, isn't it?
Oh, Mark, let me tell you about phishing scams on the internet. It's phishing. You know what? I'm gonna have Cove do it just so that you understand a little bit better. Here, let's go back to. We haven't had Cove on the show in a while. Let's see what he says. Hey, buddy, I got a friend who's maybe let's just say in a little danger of falling for an internet scam. Can you give him just one or two instances of some very common internet scams that, say, a naive with the internet senior citizen might fall for? Not that that's you, Mark, but
Hey, Mike.
Mark. It's Mark there, buddy. Hey, are you there? It's Mark. Mark is the one who needs to know about the internet scams. Come on.
Got it. Thanks for the update. If Mark needs any more advice or tips on avoiding scams, just let me know.
So there's that's not right at all. Hey, buddy, I don't think he heard the
scam.
first thing. Can you read a couple of those again for me, please? I think he's trying to scam me.
Here are a couple of common scams you should watch out for.
Okay.
First, there's the tech support scam. You might get a pop-up on your computer or a phone call from someone claiming your computer has a virus.
That's a good one.
They'll offer to fix it, but really they're just trying to take control of your computer
Mhm.
and steal your information or money.
That's a good one.
Another one is the phishing scam.
Well,
This is when you get an email or text that looks like it's from a legitimate company, like your bank.
Mark's listening very intently right now.
My personal information. It's actually a trick to steal your info or install malware on your device. Just be cautious with anything that seems suspicious, especially if it's unsolicited. Stay safe out there.
All right, thanks, buddy. So, you need to really, maybe you should get the ChatGPT and he can help you with this. There's a lot more, Mark. A lot more that.
Oh, you know what? But you think about it. I was over vigilant because I remember we almost got thrown off of Facebook because I thought that whatever his name was, I don't know. The name was like 4 parts and they were all long, and apparently he was the fact checker. Trying to, remember? And they were trying to demonetize our page, which wasn't making any money anyway.
I forget
what other stuff.
What did you post that was
It was they hated the idea, the fact that there is a time machine in that Coke machine.
Oh, there's clearly not a time machine.
But the bottom line is, who cares?
Well, because
How does that hurt anybody?
I mean,
they weren't asking for any money.
Facebook's AI is not as good as my AI. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, that's just silly. I mean, I get some of the stuff, but they'll hide the most dumbest stuff, even truthful stuff. They'll say, "Oh no, that's almost wrong, so we're not going to let you put it out there."
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not a publishing house.
The most dumbest stuff, eh? That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dumb. If I didn't need this thing, I wouldn't even be doing it. I wouldn't even be using it.
Now you're mad. Don't be mad.
Oh, dear, because my freaking headphones again. God dang it.
All right, now Mark can't hear me again. Mark is very naive and falling for scams very easily. These days, things are just kind of crazy out there, aren't they? You back?
All right.
You got your headphones
I'm done.
together?
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Are
Now.
we-
I want to do something I want.
Are we
to
ending the podcast early?
No,
I'm sorry to
no,
everyone
but
listening.
I'm going to take a quick break, gather my
Gather your
thoughts, and
headphones.
then we're gonna take a yes, and plug my headphones back in, and then we're gonna take a quiz.
This is my fault because I didn't eat today.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right. I'm going to check your old-timey words and see how well you know these. And I don't even know all these words either. There's a list. like,
Scam.
it's
That's an
insane.
old-timey word.
It's
Scam. No, that's for old-timeys.
yes.
Scammers. Nigerians.
Gallivant.
Gallivant?
You know what Gallivant is?
Gallivant?
Yes,
That
Gallivant.
means to just kind of like run all around town without any purpose.
Right.
Is that about right?
Very
I'm
good.
old-timey.
Britches.
What? Britches?
Britches.
That's from cartoons. Those are pants.
Yeah. Your britches.
Yeah.
Right. Codger.
Codger. That's what you are. You're an old codger. It's like cranky old
Well,
man.
see, old codger, I know what an old codger is, but what is a codger?
What's I guess just a malcontent cranky pants?
Yeah. And then you just add the word old in front of it. Oh, this was a good one. Rigmarole.
Rigmarole. That's another word for bullshit.
Yes. Hoodwink. Another
Same,
word.
same one, same thing.
Ragamuffin.
Ragamuffin. That would be an unkempt child.
That's what you look like when you're wearing white linen.
No, douchebag. That's what that is. It's a different word. That's a newer word.
I kind of felt like one.
I know you did. Wearing a bunch of white linen.
Fiddle faddle.
Fiddle faddle. It's fucking around.
Yep. Humbug.
God, come on. We all saw that movie.
Okay. Skullduggery.
Skullduggery. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. It's a very cool
There's no
word.
definition by these?
No.
Are you just saying
no.
words out of your vocabulary? What?
It's just it's just a list of words that were old timey words that made me laugh.
Ah.
It's like here's a list of it says here's some of the best words ever.
You want me to use ChatGPT? He might be too new for that word.
I bet you he doesn't know.
What is it?
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery. All right, let's see if little guy knows what it means. Oh, I got to pull him back up. It takes me a second here.
Oh, I know what it is.
Don't tell me. Let's hear what he
Okay.
says. Hey, can you give me the definition of the word skullduggery, please? Anytime.
Sure. Skullduggery refers to underhanded or dishonest behavior, particularly involving
Yes.
trickery or deceit.
Well, you'd think I would know
Yes.
that.
To describe sneaky or unscrupulous actions.
Sneaky or unscrupulous actions. All right.
That was me before I went to 12 step. I was full of
You were
skullduggery,
full of something. That's true.
full of Coke, skullduggery, and
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister.
What else? Give me another old
I
time.
might say that. Hey, I'm celebrating my recovery from skullduggery, and my name is Mark.
Oh God.
I'm going to try that on Tuesday's
Don't
meeting.
do that. No, don't.
Yeah.
Do you want people to
Yeah,
like you?
you can't have fun at a meeting.
No, don't walk in there wearing white linen either. Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm here to tell you about my skullduggerous days. Don't do that. It's not funny.
Jalopy.
July, it's an old car.
Yep. Kabosh.
Kibosh means to like put a stop to something.
Stop to
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
an old Yiddish word.
I don't know how to say this word, but bejeebers? Yeah, bejeebers, I
But
guess.
Jesus.
It says bejeebers.
Bejeebers. Scared the bejeebers out of me.
Yeah, it could be. That makes
I don't
sense. Flibbity gibbet.
What was that from? You are such a flibberty gibbet. That was from Joe versus the Volcano. That was what Meg Ryan used that word in that movie.
Really?
Yes. It just means you're you're being kind of flaky.
Okay, we see. Okay, these are all easy.
So Mark's doing the old timey words and
brouhaha.
doesn't even have the definitions. Brouhaha. That means to get involved in a kerfuffle. Is that about right?
Discombobulated.
That's what you are right now when you yank your headphones off your head in the middle of the show. I wish everyone could lollygag. That's what I'm doing right now on this show. Lollygagging right through it. I'm mailing it in today.
Oh, here's one. I don't know what this means. Catawampus.
Cattywampus. You don't. That was my dad's word. What did it mean? It's like something where the measurement is off. Something is crooked. It's like, okay. Look at that! Look at the way that they painted or they built that house. The garage door is all cattywampus. It doesn't line up.
Here's my dad's word, nincompoop.
Wonder if he used that on you once or twice, huh?
Yes. Skedaddle.
Skedaddle means get out of here.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, that was in Super Troopers.
Okay, here's one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpernickel berserk.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Oh, I had to see
Pumpernickel. Is that like
that's a bread?
Is that like extra crazy? Is that what that means? Like
nickel.
That's the old timey way of saying you're so extra. My God, you're extra.
Berserk. BERSERK. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It feels like visiting my mother at the old folks' home sometimes on this show. This is one of those times.
Dread. Yeah, that's a lot of work for just saying dread.
All right.
Okay. And then we got a couple of more real quick. Confuzzled.
I don't know what that is.
I would guess that's confused.
Yeah.
And let me see. That's okay. We'll leave that alone. Thingamajigga.
You can't say that on the radio.
Oh, you
That's
can't?
how you get canceled. Careful, Mark.
I didn't say get funky with it.
Oh, my God. You've never been older to me than you are today.
Yes.
That is quite the statement by me.
We did whatchamacall already, right? Okay, what's a doohickey?
That's a thingy-mabob.
And this is funny because this is the name of a food, bologna. Oh, that just meant like full of bologna. I remember that.
Bullshit.
And kerfuffle, you said that one already. Numbskull.
Yep.
There's a good one.
Yep.
Numbskull.
Yeah, I think we learned most of these on Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yes.
That's where a lot of our love of classical music and fuckery comes from. Although I don't think Daffy Duck ever said that.
There's a thing on, what's the name of that thing that I don't belong to? It's from China.
Wish?
No, it's the Temu.
Temu.
No, no, it's the thing the kids.
That's what the
like.
show is. This show's a morning show with but you order on Wish. That's what our show is.
Where this is a Temu podcast.
That's what we are. Yeah.
It looks good on paper.
Oh, does it?
But when you get it, it's not quite the
this.
same.
Yeah. Brought to you by Temu. Oh, we are extra Temu today, aren't we?
Well, we've wasted enough time.
My fault. Yeah. So with my it's my new mixing board that I purchased in a parking lot at great peril to myself. Now we're going to be able to play a bit from back in the old days. This is a bit that we used to get this comedy service prep service like fax. They would fax us.
Yes,
and that was a big deal in the 90s.
Rick's
power sheet. Yeah.
Rick Towers power sheet.
It had like bits and stuff on it that you could do, and one of them was actually pretty funny. It was
some of them were actually out there. They were like,
well, this one is a Jeffrey Dahmer joke hotline, and they didn't produce anything, so all I had was a script to read. So I would go into the production room, and I would use my nerd voice and talk like this, and talk into the phone, and record that onto a cart, and then I had the script in front of me, and you had a script too, and then we would pretend to call this phone number that was actually my voice, and that's what this is.
On a 2 for Tuesdays, 7:06. It's Q Morning Crew here. Eric and Mark. Sunshine and 75 today. 54 right now. And Mark, I know you're going to be excited about this. Look at this.
What's that?
Got a fax here. with a Jeffrey Dahmer joke hotline number.
No,
Yes.
enough is enough. He's dead. It's finished. It's
Go ahead.
You're not calling that.
It's too late. I'm already dialing, right?
Don't put that on the air. It's over already.
It's not over.
Come on. Oh, it's long distance too. You're gonna get in trouble.
That's all right. It's for the show.
It better be funny.
It's for the show.
It's not funny anyway. What am I talking about?
Thank you for calling the Jeffrey Dahmer Walks Into a Bar joke hotline. Jeffrey Dahmer walks into a bar and sees four men engaged in a member contest as to which one has the largest member.
Oh
The other men have their members spread out over the bar for all to see. Not knowing what's going on, Jeffrey walks in and says, "I'll have the buffet."
That's not
Thank you.
funny.
Yes, that is very funny.
We're not calling this one again.
Yes, we are.
No way.
Please call again tomorrow. This has been the Jeffrey Dahmer Walks Into a Bar joke hotline.
We're calling every day. Okay.
The Q Morning Crew. You're out of your mind. Q106.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.